Everyone, welcome back to another Gift Talks. We're actually going to be starting an old series again. I am bringing back the double down game challenge. Um, we're a little more stable with money, and I've actually had some pretty good hauls of recent. So I think I'm going to try to do one of these every other week or every week, just depending on game flow and what I pick up and so on. So, yeah, we're back. Hopefully, this I can continue and keep this up. So, if you're not familiar with the Double Down Game Challenge, I originally started with 137 games at the beginning of this year. I have currently reached 150 as of last episode. Or no, I'm sorry, 350 of its last episode. So technically, I have doubled down. We have made some changes. There was a system that I wanted to pick up. There was a couple of the games I wanted to pick up. We have picked up a few of the games. I ended up picking up the system. I have doubled down the series, or double down the collection, but I decided to shoot for 400 as the new goal. I'm getting really close. Hopefully I will be able to do that by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure I will be. But we'll see. I may add some new goals later on, press for some of the games that we're still missing that I wanted to grab, and so on. So, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe, and that way you won't miss any more content. And if you want to, you can go back and see some of my last episodes, see what I've already picked up, see that journey from 350, which includes those two updates that I just did, and the episodes before that, picking up the system and quite a few other things. So I also do show off some video game related items such as figures and controllers and so on. So without further ado, let's get started into this week's collection. Nothing really over too special, but there is some really great. There's at least one really great piece that I was able to pick up. I've always kind of wanted one. This is not the version I wanted to get, but it was still really cool, and I'm very excited to show this to you. So let's get started. The first game is going to be the Super Famicom game of Dragon Ball Z Super, and no, I'm gonna screw this up. Butchu. I know it's not Budokai. That's a completely different series. But this one is something number 3. And I am definitely looking forward to this. I ended up picking this off of eBay. And it is in nice condition, really good. I love the Dragon Ball Z series. I like collecting the figures. This is actually one of my first Dragon Ball Z games. I don't know if I think I might have one other besides this, but still pretty cool to grab. Really happy with that. This next one was one that I had on my list. I don't know why it took me so long to get, but it was definitely worth picking up when I did. And this is Hellboy Silence of Evil for the PlayStation 3. Now this CD and the case itself is in really good condition. Unfortunately, the back cover has a hole in it. Still happy to grab this. I love the Hellboy comics. I love all the movies. I don't know about the newest one that's coming out. I'm still on the fence about watching that one. I probably will, just because I do love Hellboy that much. But yeah, this is a great game to pick up, and definitely looking forward to playing this and seeing what it is. If I remember right, I have played a little of this for the old, or back when I was collecting the first time for the 360. I don't remember why, but I just didn't end up liking. Hopefully I can get back into it, see if it's the same game. If it's not, hopefully I'll get to enjoy this. So that's one. Pick this one up at a local thrift store. It is Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360. Really looking forward to playing this. I don't have the best track record with the Sonics, but I am looking forward to playing this game. I've heard good things about it. It is complete, which is nice with the manual and everything. And this is the Platinum Hits edition, so really should be a lot of fun and really enjoyable. I actually picked that up with this next one, which is Rocket League Collector's Edition. Again, I've heard a lot about good things about Rocket League, and I don't know if I'm excited to play it. I don't know if, I'm overly joyed to play it, but I was glad to get it in the collection, give it a chance, see what all the hype is about, because I do hear good things about this game. And it is complete. It does have like the little card in here, the shiny card, and the downloaded codes and all that. So I'm curious to see what this game's about and see if it's any fun. So now this next one, I just discovered it last week. I watched trailers for it. I watched reviews for it. And this game seems like it will be a lot of fun. It is kind of a dystopian future. There are some factors into it that I may or may not like, but this one is Fade to Silence for the Xbox One. Now, from what I understand, something has happened to the Earth, sent it into a ice age. You and your daughter end up, seeing these creatures or monsters take over the world, send it into the ice age, and then you have to survive by exploring the world around you. The elements like cold and heat and all that have an effect on your gameplay. And really, it starts off as an explorer, but eventually you do have to fight these creatures and help out other survivors also survive. It looks like a lot of fun. I played one other game that had a element factor into it, where if you went too far without finding a fire or something, or building a fire, or finding shelter, you would die. To be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but I like the premise. I love the look of the monsters and just how big the world is going to be. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely gonna check this out when I get a chance. I'm gonna try to finish one more game for the PlayStation 1, or the Xbox One, and then I'll hopefully be diving into this and seeing how that goes. So this next item is pretty much the big one that I was talking about. This is I've been wanting one of these for a very long time. I remember having one when I was a kid. And it was a big gray one. Now, I did not know that they came in a smaller black version, and that is one of these Game Boy cases. This one is for the Game Boy Pocket. Now, I remember I had the original gray one for the original Game Boy. I've never even heard of the Game Boy Pocket, and just to find this case, nice compartment for your Game Boy, your batteries, your cords, your games. It looks really good. It feels really good. It is in rough condition. Now, I don't know if this is going to pick up, but right here, if you can see it, there's a crack in the door of this. It is dirty. I do need to clean it up. But I picked this up for like $7 at a thrift store. Could not believe it. The lady goes, "Are you, you're gonna pick this up? Do you have the original game?" And she meant the old NES, and I didn't have the heart to tell her that this is the different version of the old, Game Boy games. So, but yeah, I am glad to get this. I know like I said, I had the big gray one that you put the normal Game Boy in. It was a lot of fun to have. I don't actually have a Game Boy Pocket or original Game Boy. The nostalgia of this piece and having it in my collection really hits home for me. So, but yeah, guys, that is it. That is my pickups for this week, So, really happy to get this stack. Really glad to see that the Double Dawn Challenge is back. Now, if you are counting, there are 5 games here, so that brings us up to 355 games in total, eaching closer and closer to that 400 mark. I also have a bit of an update. Last week, I ended up giving the AV cords for the PlayStation 3 that I bought. Unfortunately, I did not realize that I did not have the power cord for it. I did order one of those from eBay, and it should be arriving sometime next week. So I'm really looking forward to being able to play a PlayStation game for like the first time ever, really. So I've never owned a PlayStation anything, and I decided to start with a PlayStation 3, although if you'll check in the back, I do collect for the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1 gradually, or as I find them. So I also have started picking up empty cases and trying to fill them, trying to build up that collection that way, and in some ways it is much cheaper. So I am happy to be doing that and trying to piece back cases and piece back games, and really just kind of build a collection and give them a good home. So, well, that is it. If you like this video, again, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, I try to make content at least every week. I still am working on Turok, so I will be doing, but I'm getting closer to the end. So I will be doing a game review for that. My mind has changed a little more on that game. I'm finding it a little more enjoyable. It's taken me a while to get my stride. And as you can, I will have to do kind of a middle of the year room tour, because as you can see with some holes in my, shelves, I have been moving a lot of stuff. I've been, I think the first of the last room tour room collection updates, I mentioned that I had been getting rid of a lot of the figures and focusing more on video games. I'm still doing that. I'm still taking stuff in pretty much weekly, and really focusing on what I want to keep and what I don't, and collections that I feel like I'm no longer going to be pursuing. So there will be some updated videos on those. And hopefully you guys will be around for it and you'll get to enjoy it. So, as always, keep on gaming, keep on collecting, keep on being you, and keep on enjoying video games and toys. Let no one ever tell you that you're too old or you're too, you got too many responsibilities to enjoy your hobbies. That is your stress reliever, and you need that. You need that. I know I need that, especially now. It's something that is good for one's soul. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you in the next video. Bye.